Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the CPA-fol podcast. Double-checking, episode 32. What an episode. I'll just talk about it right out the gate. We're 2 weeks. Or is it less than? No, we're a little under 2 weeks. We've got a little under 3 weeks, to go until Brick World Chicago. And let me tell you, I am very, very excited about Brick World Chicago and what comes with that. As you all know, Brick World is just a straight up blast. So many things are going to be happening. It's definitely going to be you have to be there kind of situation. You can see the posts, you can see the videos, but it's just not going to compare to seeing that in real life. So for those of you who are going to Brick World, make sure you let us know in the chat. I'm going to try and keep going for a little bit before we start with the actual show, just because I know people are going to start filing in for this week's episode. I'm hoping you all show up for Harry Potter. I'm like I said, hopefully you can tell by the title and not the scrolling text that needs to fix. I don't know a lot about Lego Harry Potter. So you all are gonna have to teach me, train me, and hopefully I come away today learning a bit more about Harry Potter. I will tell you all, I have seen the first movie. The first movie is the only one that I've seen. I don't know, it didn't strike me too much. But I definitely get why it would be something that a lot of people get into. It didn't strike me as something that I was like, I saw the first movie, boom, I have to see the rest. So, and granted, I know it was made for kids. It's made for a much different generation than and I don't think that was a specific reason that held me back, but we're gonna get some Lego Harry Potter going today. There's a lot of cool sets coming out on June 1st in just a couple days, actually. So I'm excited to see those. I have looked at those already. We looked at a handful of those on the ACOB podcast. So we'll see how that rolls out. I'm going to post a link about this episode while people are filing in. So if you all give me a moment, and then I'll get to some of the people in the chat. We got some people hopping in. First off, Cooper, as always, thanks for stopping by. I'm here, but not for Harry Potter. Well, that's a little harsh. I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. I have to be here for Harry Potter just because I'm the one that put this shindig together. Shh, Cooper, you're outing me. You're outing me too fast. That's it is out there, but Justin Morrison, it's been a couple weeks actually. I can't remember the last time that you've been hanging out, but it's awesome to see you in this week's episode of the CPA-fol podcast. Glad to see you stopping by, as always. So let's see. No, hide that. I don't want to see that just yet, because we're looking at the new sets that are dropping, And of course, I click on the brick heads. But Justin, you enjoy Harry Potter. You're gonna... Oh, dude, no problem at all, Justin. I just noticed that you hadn't been around. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've... it sounds like you've had some things you've been working on. So, no problems there. Glad that you're hanging out again. Hope things are going well, actually. I hope you've been able to figure all those out. And I'm just going to sort this thing real quick. Yeah, that banking stuff can get a little annoying to figure out. But it sounds like you figured it out. Okay, we've got 8 sets coming soon for Harry Potter. We're going to start high to low in a little bit. Not right away. Not just yet. We're going to hang out for a little bit longer before we start with things. How many of you out there saw my short that I just posted about some Bionicle? I hope all of you were able to see that short. I had a really fun time making that. I had a really fun time actually doing a lot of research on it. I'm hoping to do a handful of more shorts like that because I really like I just like concept art in general. I love seeing how things began and the ideas where things started and then seeing how they got to the final product on shelves. So I'm hoping that I can find some more because doing the research on that it gets a little crazy. Trying to dig into the bowels of the internet to figure out this, that, and the other, and just bleh. But it's fun. It's fun to do some research. It's fun to do a little digging and really see what's out there because there's a lot of information out there. I do actually have. Unfortunately, for better or for worse, most of the information is on the G2 Bionicles. So the Bionicles that look like this, as opposed to the original ones that you can see over my left shoulder over here. Wow, it actually focused on that for a little bit. But it's still, either way, it's still a lot of fun to kind of dig into the old stuff, seeing where things are coming from. So that being said, I did want to let you all know that Brickotomy, the original plan was for him to be here today because he is the Harry Potter guy. He's the guy that knows the story. You know, he's seen Harry Potter his whole life. That's his jam even now. And Justin, it sounds like you got some new sets yesterday, the June 1st ones, or some older ones that have come out. I'm curious to know which ones you were able to purchase. So maybe you can give us some firsthand experience as to how these are looking like in real life. I'm actually a little curious about that. Oh, also, just wanted to clarify, I have played most of Hogwarts Legacy. So Hogwarts Legacy was my jam. I still haven't beat it. I'm working through it. Was a while ago, and then of course busy season happened, so that was crazy. And then I started that was actually around the time I started getting into content creation pretty heavy with shorts and stuff. And so I had to stop Hogwarts Legacy, but I did really enjoy it, so I will certainly be getting back into Hogwarts Legacy. But yeah, as I mentioned, Brickotomy will not be joining us this evening. He had some plans already, so I'm looking this as like a part 1. This is like a part 1 of 2, I think is what we're going for. So this is going to be and Clever Pig, it's great to see you in chat. Another channel member. Good evening, Harry Potter. I'm well familiar with. Looking forward to your educated thoughts. Oh, they're going to be thoughts. We'll see how well educated those thoughts are, but there will certainly be thoughts happening on this stream. Let me tell you that. Hey, Justin. Whoa. You better calm down. That's the name which will not be named. And as also, Kathleen, thanks for stopping by. I know we're not talking about Bionicle today. We're talking about Harry Potter, but boy, do I have some things coming up with Bionicle. I actually am currently editing a short that is about Bionicle, even if it doesn't start out about Bionicle. It ends with a bang and ends with Bionicle, and I'm very excited to get that one out there. I think it'll be a fun one. I think it'll catch a lot of people's attention, catch their eyes, and I'm excited for people to see it. So we've got some stuff in the works. Clever Pig, you'll have to let me know what you think about this. I'm starting to transition into more shorts content, but shorts in a way where it's like, all right, I can spend time making a short, and it's going to be polished, it's going to be crisp, it's going to be clean, or I could spend a little bit more time and make like a 3-minute video max. So I just feel like there's more bang for my buck to make more shorts, because I want to get a lot of content and education out there. Of course, we're already talking about Bionicle, so I'm already straying, but I want to get a lot of Bionicle understanding out there. So I think shorts might be the best way to do it, to kind of get that audience. I'm hoping the algorithm can find an audience of people who like Lego, know about Bionicle, but not enough to really be intrigued by it. And I want to raise some awareness, raise some hype for Bionicle, because that's my jam. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious that Bionicle is quite my thing. So that's where I'm sitting right now, and I hope that doesn't turn anyone off to that, because Bionicle stuff is coming in throngs for me. Clever Pig saying, I'll be keen to see your shorts. I've been considering putting out a few shorts too, just to grow the channel. It does certainly help growing the numbers. I really don't know how much it helps with converting short form to long form viewers, but I've seen a couple of channels doing the shorts game really strong, getting 50-60,000 up to 50-60,000 subs over, I don't know, year or two, couple that year 2, 3 maybe, and they've transitioned to making some long form content, and it's been doing very well. Granted, they're not hacking their long form content and like making it half effort. They're doing a really solid job, doing the little things right, keeping it polished, keeping it concise, and getting minimum of 10,000 views on a video, up to 120,000 views. So I'm curious if, for me anyways, if that's a good way to start, and then I can kind of branch out and go from there, because I'm kind of in the mode where I've got a lot of thoughts, and I think right now the best way to communicate that is via shorts. So that's where my mind is taking me. But yeah, I'm curious to hear, Clever Pig. I know you mentioned you're starting to get into shorts as well, and yeah, we'll see where it takes us. And I think it'll help, boost, get to 5,000 subs pretty quick. And I know objectively a sub from a video is so much better than a sub from a short, but I guess it is what it is. So we're just going to try stuff out. This is year 2 for me, year 2 for the channel. So I kind of know I've gotten my foothold in the community in a great way, I think. And I think it's just a matter of experimenting, finding out what works for me, finding out what works for the channel, finding out what works for the dedicated viewers, and what kind of information I want to communicate. And so I think in the last 6 months, I've really gotten this Bionicle surge in my mind, in my heart, and I'm hoping that it's going to work really well. So Kathleen, I'm surprised you don't want to talk about Bionicle right now, but I hope nothing's too crazy. I hope you've got people in your life you can talk to if you have anything like that. It's very important. So with that, we will shift things over to, and this music is, I don't know about your guys' ears, but it's getting pretty loud in my ears. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. We're going to shift over to the... And let's see. Might have to actually turn it up a little more. We're going to shift over to the Harry Potter. So let me pull that up real quick. And sorry, you guys, you still have to see my face. So let's zoom this out a little bit. No, ow. Man, we're going on a little, this camera work is not, needless to say, this camera is not working for me right now. I tried something a little new today, and I don't think it's working. So, we're going on the fly today. And it doesn't want to focus. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. It's not going to focus on me, is it? Let's do this. Yeah, focus on that thing. There we go. So, first up on the docket. And let's do a little bit of that. The Hogwarts Castle Great Hall. And we're going to do... Now this, of course, I do recognize from Hogwarts Legacy. And I believe... Well, I guess I shouldn't say I recognize. Is this not where the big, super long hallway... No, the Great Hall is where all the candlesticks are floating in air, right? That's the Great Hall? Am I tripping or that's it? I'm pretty sure that's it. That has to be it. So this is something that I don't know if Lego has given us yet. Has Lego given this to us yet in a Lego set? Or is this something that people can add to their, like, MIDI scale? Their MIDI scale, not ships, but, like, their MIDI scale Hogwarts Legacy or Hogwarts areas. This is where my ignorance is starting to be bliss, because I just... In Hogwarts Legacy, it's all on the map. Okay, Justin says he got 2 castle sets. He's gonna modify them. Clever Pig dropping the knowledge. Yes, Lego did the Great Hall recently, but I think this is the biggest. This is where they eat and are sorted. Yes, okay. So we are on the same page. This is exactly what I thought it was, with all the candlesticks floating in the air and the Great Hall. I guess I should have guessed from that. But as far as what people are going to really want with this set, and I think I'm on board. Oh, yeah, I remember the scene where they're in the bathroom and the giant troll. Harry Potter's out there getting trolled. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool little build. For this, for the bathroom. That's kind of funny. And then down here in the caves, I don't know why they would have caves. Here, let me do this so I can more easily. Oh, and there's the shifty little professor. That is not good. The professor. Great Hall, yep. Ayo, Republic Commando, great to see you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. But as far as things people want, I mean, I can only imagine this is a set that people do want. And is it more actually? Oh, the backside is bare. I don't think they're going to have a backside for this as far as a covering. Oh, and there's the floating candlesticks. That's cool. So we've got the houses. Let's see. This is Hufflepuff. This is Slytherin. This is Ravenclaw. And then I think this is Gryffindor right there, if I had to guess. Delusion says the caves are everywhere in last sets. Is that just something they're adding in because they don't want to do too much detail and they want to kind of is it a cop out, or is it actually, is it worth it that they're putting caves everywhere? I guess in a way it needs to be uniform, or it needs to have some kind of foundation. And are these named characters here? Or not? I would assume. Let's see. They'll tell us down here if they're named characters. Bum bum bum. Hermione, Harry Potter, the Fat Friar. Well, that's a little. Okay, the secret dungeon. See, this is very helpful. Oh, Delusion, I see what you mean. Like, they're literally just putting straight up caves in every set. Oh, I see what you mean, Republic Commando. Like, there's a cave, or no, they're in the actual Great Hall, they make the sky look like a cave. Or look, they make the ceiling look like clouds. That is pretty cool. And then yeah, we do that giant cave troll is that looks like a straight up new mold, and I wonder if the head is even gonna pop off. I think it's just all gonna be one piece. I wonder how people are gonna feel about that. I mean, it looks good. Ooh, and that there's I'm gonna go on a limb and say there's no way that Dumbledore minifigure is new. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that. I feel like it's gotta have already existed. So this is something that's weird to me. This set includes 5 of 14 random Hogwarts portraits. Why would, of all the things that LEGO could make collectible, why would they make this thing a collectible that you're trying to get in your Harry Potter sets? I don't know. That just feels weird to me that this is something that they're turning into a collectible. For the Harry Potter folks out there that live and breathe this, is that something for you that's gotten you like, I need to buy all these sets to get those portraits? I definitely understand the significance because of playing Hogwarts Legacy. I understand the significance of portraits and just their variety and their uniqueness. But I feel like as far as things to collect, I don't know. Everything is a collectible. Yeah, for sure. Commando, wait, you are those skirt pieces new, or is that something that has existed before? Been barely catching up with the Harry Potter theme. Let's see. I can look it up real quick. Maybe. I feel like there's no shot that those are new pieces. I would guess that they would have used those in a Dreams set. Commando is talking about this little piece here for those wondering. That little piece there. Clever Pig saying, they did something similar before with these collectible tiles. It was dumb then, and it's dumb now. Well, that's a shame. I mean, it would be nice if it was something unique, like a unique mold of everything. But it seems like Lego is just to the point where they're not going to do anything like that nowadays. Oh, okay. The dungeon stuff makes a lot more sense now that it just slides into the bottom. That's actually pretty nifty. Heyo, Scott. Great to see you in the chat below. Glad you could make it. Another channel member. Scott, are you a Harry Potter person? If I had to guess, I would say no, you're not a Harry Potter person. And then these look to be stickers here, and this right here actually is kind of cool with the water dripping down. That's a fun little detail. Oh, and yeah, look at that. The cave troll is one singular mold. I imagine the legs pop out and the arms pop out. That would be my guess. Wizard gift sets for Harry Potter fans. So these are the other ones that they're kind of bundling together, and they're not, I don't think they're all new unless I just haven't been paying attention. As far as the height, this is about 18 inches, no, it's about 16 inches tall. So it's a pretty good size up to the point of the spire in the middle. But overall, I mean, Harry Potter, it's... I remember seeing them on shelves growing up. It's just, I don't know. Okay, Cooper with the info. Just the troll arms are removable, not the legs. And it's great to see you in here, Smokey, once again. Glad to see you this week. So Scott drops in saying, I did read the books and watch the movies, enjoyed both, but I wouldn't say I was a fan. That's actually... So you read all the books? That's pretty... I mean, that's dedication, if I do say so. Let's look through all these pictures. I haven't looked through all of them yet. And then if I recall correctly from the ACOB stream, this is going to be the first ghost that we have in a Harry Potter set, which is a fascinating inclusion. Oh, and there's a little back door for the shifty professor. Obviously, the troll being the chase fig here. Someone's gonna have to let me know, is there anything new about this Dumbledore? I'd go out on a limb and say no, but it does look like a pretty spiffy fig, if I do say so myself. I mean, it looks great. Oh, it's got arm printing. Okay. I feel like this is a new figure. If I had to guess, Lego Harry Potter Dumbledore. Okay, not seeing anything so far. I guess I could go on Brick Economy. Okay, 8 hours to read all the books. Wow, so you must have flew through those. All right, let's see what Dumbledore minifigs. There's 16 Dumbledore minifigs. All pretty cheap. Here, you guys want to see all the Dumbledore minifigs I'm looking at? The books are addicting. Interesting. So here's what we got for Dumbledore. And yeah, this is a new minifig. The closest one that looks like, for me, is this one. And it's got no arm printing. No arm printing, and the hat, the wizard cap, is a little different. No printing on the cap in the new one. But I will say the detail on this robe looks really, really amazing. That's great. That looks really great. Brickmaster Harry dropping in saying, CPA current thoughts, or if I can read, thoughts on the current state of the economy. I'm not at liberty to say that. So I can't really say so one or the other. Yo, which one of the mods, Cooper, did you allow? Clever Pig, you might have to send that message again because apparently one of the other mods did not appreciate that message because it got flagged and then they just hit it. So, oh, the Lego economy. Okay, I think the Lego economy, I should actually do a State of the Union type of video. Obviously, that would be much better to do around, the beginning of the year where the president does the State of the Union, but that'd be actually really, really cool. So yeah, Clever Pig did send a message saying, I've read the books, see the movies many times, but I'm morally conflicted because J.K. Rowling is human garbage. I have not kept up with that too much, so I don't really have any opinions on that, but I've heard enough to know where I can understand where you're coming from. Okay, students. Cooper didn't. Mrs. CPA, did you hide his message? So actually, Harry, you have spurned me to think of a new topic. We should do a Lego State of the Lego Union stream and file in, get like each content creator can hop in and they've got like 10 minutes to speak their piece. And then they can just dip. No consequences. Obviously, assuming they don't go too off the rails. No consequences. Otherwise, I think that would be pretty fun. Brickmaster Harry, I feel like you have to be a Harry Potter fan because your name is Harry, but I'm pretty sure in our other discussions that you are a Harry Potter fan. Actually, I was going to message you and be like, hey, did you want to hop on? Because Brickotomy had a dip, but I didn't want to drop that on you day of. I feel like that would not have been nice, even though I just found out today. Dude, okay, Brickmaster Harry. Scott isn't coming to Brick World. I thought he was coming to Brick World. Scott, you gotta correct me. Please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me you are coming to Brick World. You have to. No. Harry, you gotta talk some sense into this guy. You gotta talk him off the ledge of not coming to Brick World Chicago 2024. He has to be there. You know what? I would 100% be the moderator of a debate between Solid Brick Seminar. I don't even know what they would debate. I feel like just if they had a discussion, it would probably be best to be moderated. Or maybe not mitigated. What's the technical word? When you have an arbiter. I'll be the arbiter for that discussion. That would be cool. Dude, I know. Scott is allegedly not going. I think there's still time to convince him. I think we still have time. But I will say, in my mind, I pictured something of, we would all take a picture with Scott because, all the content creators from the channel that he is a member of, we take a picture with him because he's the legend in that photo for all the people he's a member of their channels, which is like everyone. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. You know what, Cooper? I'm actually really, really good at being impartial. Believe it or not, I think being a CPA helps me be impartial. So I think I could 100%, I'd be up for the challenge. But before we get off track too much, I want to hear, how is the student selection with this set? We've got 6 students here. All right, Harry, see you later. Great. Thank you so much for stopping by in the chat. Always great to see you. I might be impartial to the Pacers, so kind of hope the Pacers win. How's the league? How's How's the tournament doing? Not the tournament, the series. I'm actually going to look it up real quick. Ooh, it is not looking great for the Pacers. Boston leads 2-0. Spanking them. All right, but well, I want to hear everyone's thoughts on the students here, because I don't know them well enough to kind of know what to be looking out for. So while you guys are typing up your messages and preparing for that, I want to remind everyone, make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I do this every single week, or try to, when the schedule isn't conflicted. And we just chill, talk about Lego, have some friends on every once in a while, and I think it's a great time. As well as, of course, videos throughout the week from time to time when there's new Lego set releases, or just something that I'm passionate about and want to talk about. And lately, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I've been doing a lot of informational shorts, which I think is a really, really cool way to go. Of course, I have the fun little ditty shorts and that are just kind of mindless. Not quite brain rot, but just mindless. And those do pretty well. But I also want to get the information out there and be informative, be helpful to the public, and not just spreading out nonsense. So, well, it sounds like no one really cares about the students, which is fair. This is can you guys believe this is a $200 set? The piece count is 1,700. That is a shame. I think you are literally just paying for the troll, which kind of stinks. But that's kind of cool. Ooh, you get like a whole potions class. Ah, yeah, that's a good point, Scott. I'd rather put $200 towards the bigger set. Yeah, no, that's fair for sure. But that's actually really interesting. Is the potion teacher even a minifig in here? What? Dude. This person isn't even a minifigure in this set, but they're including it in the promotional images. That's kind of cheap in my opinion. I don't know if I would do that. How do you guys feel about that? I don't think that's a smart choice to do just in general. But you guys will have to let me know, because it looks like they're not even fairly representing what you actually get in the set. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I guess it's not the end of the world. I think that's a little scummy. I'm a little confused, because they show us getting these, and then do you get, I feel like you get actually more. So this set costs $200. We're starting highest price sets to lowest. It does connect. So this is a combiner set, which is actually, that is something that Harry Potter does, and actually it has the ability to do just because it has a location like Hogwart's Castle, like the school of Hogwarts. And of course, they're not going to make a huge set with it. One, it would cost like $900 or more. So they're going to break it out into little pieces, which is really, really cool, actually. Sometimes I wish they did this with Star Wars, where you could get modular sets that connected together. But I'm just really confused. Like, when was this ever in the set? This isn't even in the set. Am I tripping? Like, this potions class isn't even in the set. So why they're including it in here, I really have no idea. But hey, maybe it's above my head. Maybe I just don't understand all that goes into this set, and it's just another build you can do. But the figure itself isn't even in there, and I'm talking in circles at this point right now. So let's go on to the next set. 140 bones, a ship, and the Pegasus carriage, which this set here, this is a really, really cool set. I really, really like this one. The ship itself, the Durmstrang, looks so good. I know it's simple. It's maybe objectively a little smushed than what it should be, but it doesn't bother me at all. Well, you know, yes. Cooper, it does look like that, but they're scaling it down to a play scale ship. And actually, I'm trying to find a picture of the actual Durmstrang in Harry Potter. Was this ship just like not in the... Was this ship literally not actually seen in the movie? Because the best I could find was this picture of an image of the Durmstrang. So let's go here. And I'm not sharing the whole screen, so let's just do this. There's the picture I could find on Google. And there is the ship itself. It actually looks pretty darn close. Like, the ship itself, I think, is smushed. Obviously, this front thing should be straight up and down. It should not be crooked like that. I think both of these pillars should be straight up and down, and they shouldn't be crooked. But that being said, it's kind of perfect, I guess. It's the scale it needs to be. It's got all these ropes. It's got all the canvas sails. It's got the flags. Like, really, what else does it need? Curious to know what you all think, but I think one of the main arguments for this thing is that it is a little spicy pricey. However, I mean, for a Harry Potter set, I feel like they give you your money's worth. Let's go to a picture with one of the kids in this set. I mean, it's a good size. I feel like this is a good size ship. Nowadays, for 100 and I think it was 40, I think you're getting your money's worth. 1,200 pieces, but think of it this way. I know it's only 1,200 pieces, but you're getting all those beautiful canvas sails with it. You are getting all these, I think they're saying these are exclusive minifigs, or at least new. I know I'm going to tread lightly when I say exclusive minifigs with a Lego set. Yeah, no, Scott, it's no Pirates of the Caribbean ship. Never was expecting it to be a Pirates of the Caribbean ship. But regardless, I don't know. I think it works. And let me tell you, these 3 minifigs right here are super fire. This dude's got this awesome torso. I think it's one of the professors, or maybe all 3 of these are professors. It's got the dual molded legs. Just looking really, really good. Maybe the front needs to be angled up more like that in the model, but it looks sick. Yeah, no, I think now that I'm looking at an actual model, assuming that model is accurate and correct, I think they did a great job with this design. Oh, only the guy in white is a professor. I think they actually said the names of all the... Victor Crumb, Igor Karoff, Fleur Delacour, and more. And you get the actual Goblet of Fire, which maybe it's just me, but looks a little underwhelming. So. And then the flying carriage. This carriage is pretty beefy, and it's got a lot of those gold pearl gold pieces, which is great. Another minifig with dual molded legs, which is also always a good thing. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about this lady with the long legs. I think that is not doing it. Even though I don't know the character that well, I do know enough that she's just tall. Yes, she is very tall. As tall as Hagrid. But she's wearing a dress all the time, right? She's never wearing, like, pants. So she's got legs, the Avatar Na'vi legs, of course. And I just don't think it works. Do not think it works. But it is what it is. Yeah, now that I'm looking at the sails here with this front one going forward and the back one going back, I hope you can straighten those things out. I feel like you have to be able to straighten those things out. Or there's just a really, really good reason why they're crooked like that. Because the middle one is straight up and down, just like it's supposed to be. I know I've heard some complaints about this one not having, or having too many of these being stickers, which I'm pretty sure the shields are not stickers. I would expect those to be prints. Everything else, that's all stickers here. And these pieces down here are going to be stickers on the brown. For better or for worse, I think it's needed just to get that full detail look. But with everything else, with you getting these vinyl, the vinyl flags and the canvas sails, I think it does the trick. 140. Honestly, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Now, this is where my interest really starts to wane for a bit. Next up, we've got OLLIVANDE'S and Madame Malkin's robes. I think these are shops in... Oh, what's the name of that? Somebody help me. I'm pretty... Yeah, the Diagon Alley. But is the Diagon Alley in the little town up the road? What's the name of the town up the road? Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade, yes. Hogsmeade. Is Diagon Alley in Hogsmeade or not? This one being 90, honestly, speaking of Hogsmeade, I really do want this Hogsmeade Village set. I just can't. I cannot imagine spending $90 on this set, Hogsmeade Village. For two little buildings, like you get, man, like 50. I'll buy it for 50. But unfortunately, it's not what Lego's thinking. So this one is 90. I do like all these yellow window panes. That's fun. And these have got to be stickers, of course. Stickers here as well. Stickers. You get your pick of wand. You can pick your very own wand. Yep, I think you pretty much got it, Scott. A lot of stickers. That also looks like it's going to be a sticker. Sticker here. Sticker here. But, I mean, I think that's more or less what you're going to get with these kind of sets. Oh my goodness. The insides of these actually look fairly nice. I love how there are many different wands. There looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds of wands, but they do them in different colors, which gives the illusion that there are many, many more wands. Ooh, even some with like this snake or some kind of reptilian head on the back or on the handle, which is actually really crispy. And then, of course, all the books. Yes, all the books. Yeah, no, yeah, Scott, he does look pretty cool on the ladder. I think that was a really, really good inclusion. Oh, and then it comes with 2 capes here. That's fun. overall, I mean, I think the hardcore Harrys are going to get this one. I don't think any of the normies are going to get this one. Just because it's, I don't know, it's kind of in general. So we don't have to beat that one up too much. Okay, so this one could be a hit or miss. I'm curious to see how this one's going to do in general. I think it's going to sit on shelves a bit just because it's like, it's close, but it just doesn't quite do it. So no doubt the process for this was the people in charge of choosing which sets come out came to the designers and said, all right, we need a BUCKBEAK for $60. Or no, this is what they said. We need a buildable figure. The last couple years, we've been doing things like the Horntail Dragon, Hungarian Horntail. We've done Phoenix, Dumbledore's Phoenix. Before that, we did Hedwig. I always say Hedwig. Hedwig. I always say Hedwig, even though it's wrong. We did Hedwig. And so we need another buildable figure, etc. So that's what they said. Obviously, this is what they came up with. And Scott, I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't necessarily like it. So this is something that I'm actually fairly familiar with from the game because you ride one in Harry Potter, you ride one in Hogwarts Legacy. So it's something that you frequently interact with if you have gotten to that point in the game. And I have my expectations about what this should look like. I think it should look better than this. This is a little bit of a disappointment for BUCKBEAK. And let me just pull it up. Okay, well, he looks better in the video game, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna actually pull up the video game character. Just because he looks very scrawny in the movie. Which I get. I guess if he's supposed to look scrawny, whatever. But this is what I'm used to him looking like. Like this fierce looking creature. And then you go, meh. And he's like kind of scrawny looking. The forearms of his front legs are really scrawny looking. Republic Commando saying, ooh, IDK about this one. I'm not a fan of buildable figs to begin with, but this one doesn't represent BUCKBEAK that great. Yeah, exactly. Which, to be fair, this is a very tough one to capture in general, so the designer had a very, very tough task ahead of him regardless. Yeah, for real, Scott. The front doesn't look that great, and the rear doesn't look that great, so it doesn't leave that much in between to choose from. And being a $60 set, like, you look at the Hungarian Horntail, and you look at this one, and it's really just not a comparison. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? I guess he's supposed to be able to kneel down for some reason. I don't know. I imagine Harry would climb on top of him. I don't know why that's a requirement or something that they would show off in this set. Oh, dude, they're getting worse. They're getting worse and worse. Like, okay, it is cool how the wings can fold up, but like, dude, he ain't looking too hot. I know it's a Lego set. This is a Lego set, so I'm keeping that in mind, but I'm just trying to like wrap my head around this. Ooh, that's actually a Bionicle piece right there. It was used on Makuta. Okay, not to mention his rear feet. They're just like, and I know they're supposed to be horse hooves. And here is what the actual movie version looks like, in case you're like me and you just had no idea. It ain't it. Okay, so 17.5 inches. And of course, I don't have my tape measure, but 17.5. That's actually gonna be pretty big. Actually, let's see how big the Hungarian horntail. Keep in mind, the Hungarian horntail is $50. And it comes with canvas wings. The horntail is 15 inches. So this one is wider than the horntail. Obviously, I don't think there's really a comparison. I think the horntail dragon just does a lot better job. Scott, it looks like two different animals put together. I guess that's kind of the point. So if they accomplish that, then bravo, because it's supposed to basically be a giant eagle mixed with a horse. I guess unsurprisingly. So here it is with a person kneeling it down, I guess. Folding in the wings. Okay, here's the biggest thing that I really want to know. Let's go back to that first picture because it's the best picture if I had to choose one. Why are we getting this little garbage side build? I know the answer, but like, why are we getting this tiny pumpkins and squash? Like, I'm paying $60 and you're throwing in this garbage side build with a crow, a pumpkin, and squash? Just drop it down to $50 and give me BUCKBEAK. So that is a little disappointing, and I'll tell you why they included that in case you're still wondering. So they included it because, yeah, $60. It originally was, they realized it was only going to be 723 pieces. Man, that is a shame. It wasn't going to be enough pieces or enough weight, essentially. It wasn't going to be enough weight to garner $60. So they had to throw in something else to make it worth that remotely. While I think the size, hopefully, this is one of the sets where they better include a physical build in stores and in retail as well if they want to sell this thing at all. Otherwise, these things are going to sit on shelves because people are just not going to know what it looks like. I'm actually... Ugh. His tail looks so bad. I know it's... A horse tail ain't easy. But like... Oh my goodness. And then that huge gap on the back of his head? Yo, they could have put like a rounded tile on it. Or a boat launch... What do they call it? A boat launch tile? This was not it. Man. This ain't it. I really can't get over the fact of how scrawny his legs are. Look at how scrawny those are. Okay. It looks like a first build in Lego Studio. Yo, Scott is out here. Mr. Savage. Scott the Savage looks like someone's first build in Lego Studio. Savage. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to a decent one. Actually, I think this one looks pretty good. It's something that you could sit on your shelf and people would think it's just like a plant, but the Harry Potter fans would they'd wink at you and be like, "Oh, I know what you got. I know what you're doing." Yeah, Scott. Scott's on board with this one. I mean, $70 though. Like, I thought it was filtered hot. Oh, I was filtered by piece count. Forgot that was a filter. All right, we're almost through all of them actually, so we're moving along pretty nicely. Yeah, I'm on board with this one as well. Maybe not, what was it, 80? 70? I'd pay like 44 minutes. For better or for worse. I think it looks great. I do like the little flower pot. And of course the mandrake is just a cool creature to begin with. And yeah, you can pull it out of the flower pot as well. That's a really fun. This is just a really fun build. It looks like you can open his mouth like he's screaming. So just all around. Oh no, okay, I think you move the belly and it opens and closes the mouth. That would be my guess. So just all around, it's just a fun build. I think it would fit in nicely with your botanical sets if any of you out there have them. It's just a little overpriced. And I know it's got some big pieces. These pieces up top are pretty big. Now, here's what I will tell you. Well, just kidding. I'm going to take it all the way back. I was going to take it to the bank, but we're taking it back. This is a sticker here, and this is a sticker here. So this mandrake was about to be really, really cool. This Harry Potter mandrake was going to be really cool, but then it has stickers for the plant veins, which is, I wish those were printed. It would have garnered the $70 price tag if these pieces were printed, but that's just not where we're at. I would imagine, can only imagine this is another sticker here. So just a little unfortunate that's where that one is at. Do they say anywhere? Let's see. Print. Nope. So it is what it is. I'm not going to dig into the advent calendar too much, mainly because it's not until September, but I just don't know any of these characters well enough, except, is that a new headpiece for Hermione? I could see that being a new head mold, which would be fun. Other than that, doesn't look like there's much besides another ghost, which is kind of cool. Other than that. All right, we've got 2 more sets to go through, and then we will call it a night. So I did just remember what I was seeing, the issue I was seeing with the other pictures on the Great Hall. If you go to the bottom, remember how I was complaining about this one? How I was like, that's nowhere in this set. Well, it turns out it's a completely different $40 build. And you can slide it into the Great Hall, which is a nice feature. I just wish they would have told us about it. $40 coming June 1st, almost 400 pieces. So this is about as fair of a price as you can get. You get 4 minifigs. You got the professor over here looking very angry. He's got arm printing. He does have arm printing. That is that's cool. Then you've got this little kid down here. Just did an experiment. This looked like something blew up. We got this green goo, and then he's got dust all over his face from the explosion. That's really fun, actually. I'm curious to know if that's a new print that this character hasn't had just yet. And a spider in the back. Another explosion. I don't know if maybe that was supposed to happen. Ooh, and then that's fun. Oh, those are going to be stickers. Just kidding. That is not fun. Regardless, though, I think this is a fun build. Oh, are those stickers? Man, this thing is going to be riddled with stickers. Like, you'd think this was a Speed Champion set. This is a perfect head for Pigpen. 100%. That's actually it's a really good point. I think this is worth the price tag. As long as there are some prints in this set, it's definitely worth the price tag. I think regardless, it's just fun. Yeah, let me, there was a lifestyle photo of the minifig's head. Someone in the chat mentioned this would be a perfect minifig head for Pigpen from Peanuts. That's a really good point. That's cool. All right, moving on to the last one. This one kind of creeps me out a little bit in a good way, though. ARAGOG in the Forbidden Forest, $20. Very simple build, 195 pieces. You get 2 minifigs. You get a decent size build. I'm hoping that's a print right there. I would expect that to be a print. It doesn't look like a sticker. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a print. And I do have to say, this is as much as I don't like spiders, this is a good looking spider. Scott, were you talking about this set is so much cheaper and it looks much better? I think that's what you're implying. Is it a double-sided? I guess that would make sense for it to be, for the figure to be. I don't think Pigpen is Pigpen bald. I mean, now Pigpen has little scraggly hair. He's got like some curly cues hanging out. But yeah, no, this spider looks really, really good. A little side build for the little spiders to hang out on. It looks like the body of it goes up and down, like the arrow shows, which is great. I doubt these are new prints for Harry and Ron. But the spider size is 6 by 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's actually a good size spider. The arachnophobes are not going to be a fan of this one. That's a good size spider. $20? Man, this one's got me thinking actually about $20. I feel like, okay, if I see this one on sale for like 15 or less, I might have to grab it just because that spider build is really, really good. The more I look at it, and I don't like spiders, but the more I look at it, the more beautiful of a design it looks to me. Really like the way the spider, way better than the one that released a couple years ago. Let's see. Do you know what the name of it? Harry Potter Lego sets. I think I know. I don't want to search. Oh, the Chamber of Aragog. Let's see what the number was. 75950. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that one is horrible. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't want her to do that to me, so I am not going to do that to her, but that would be a devilish idea. That would be so mean. Oh my word. Okay, I wanna see the price of this. Let's see. We'll see if she's listening because she'll chime in. Okay, so the old one was $15. This is the old one. So we're getting $5 more, and we're getting about 50 more pieces, and we're getting some really, really good value. I think the value is certainly there. Look at how garbage. Okay, not to rain on anyone's parade, but this is the new one. This is the old one. That is not it. But this, the new one, is so much better. Look at just the legs are so much creepier. I'm just like, ugh, just thinking about it. Huge props to the designer on this one. They did a really, really good job with this spider. And like I said, I'm not a fan of spiders, and this thing looks so good. Huge props. Like I said, I might honestly have to pick this one up just because it looks so eerie in the best possible way. Well, that does it actually with the Harry Potter sets dropping June 1st. Took us a whopping hour and 12 minutes to get through all those. Like I said, this is part one because I do want to go through each set in detail with Rickotomy on a future episode. Just because there's so much more. I feel like there's so much more to talk about with these sets. So, yeah, Scott, this appears to be a solid wave for Harry Potter. Other than, obviously, other than Buckbeak. Buckbeak was not it. Definitely not it. Whoa, do I want to get that close to you guys? But I appreciate everyone for stopping by. I think next week, I did want to let everyone know, next week I will not be available for a podcast. Oh, Republic Commando, you might be new around here. Dude, those full-size masks in the back are so sick. Are they 3D printed? Yes, they are 3D printed Bionicle masks that my brother actually 3D printed for me. And I do actually... I have some special stuff on the way for Bionicle related stuff that I'm very excited to get. Yeah, so I've got this size, and then I've got this size. Cooper, that's for a future. That's for a future episode. I'm gonna save that for the week before. Look at that. And so I want to get more of these ones. If it focus, it's really not going to focus on that. There we go. Look at that. So I want to get the other 5 printed in this size. My brother, he's a busy dude, so he's working on those. Focus on it. I know it doesn't like it because of that glare from the light, but oh, Scott, you dog! I promise I won't tell Sean and Brent that you said that. I won't tell them. I promise. Cooper might say that, but I won't. Oh, dude, Republic Commando, I'm so glad to hear you say it, saying I subscribed straight from your appearance on the last ACOB. Definitely the type of LEGO channel I've been looking for. I love hearing that. That means a lot to me. Hey, what happens on CPA-fol stays on CPA-fol. So great to feel the love tonight on this Saturday evening from you all. Appreciate all the viewers, especially you guys that are active in the chats on these live streams. More videos to come, more Bionicle stuff specifically. I know I'm a little heavy on the Bionicle lately, so hopefully you guys don't mind that too much. Hey, and I hope to just be a little more informative in that respect. So gotta show some love to my boys. Gotta show some love. Dude, Republic Commando, 100%. I hope you saw my short that I posted last night. I hope you see that one. It's got some really cool concept art from the Bionicle G2 from this guy. So I think you'll enjoy that. But man, in the next couple weeks, it's going to be really tense, really tight, because we've got Brick World in a little over 2 weeks, I think is what I said at the beginning. Yeah, a little over 2 weeks. And then, yeah, I'm going to try and stream on that Saturday. For those of you who can't be there, Scott, I know that's not going to include you because you're going to be there. You're going to be at Brick World Chicago. I'm going to be hopefully streaming that Saturday. I think I'll be able to find a booth and just hang out, let people cycle through the live stream. I'm a bit more prepared this time. Last time I was not very prepared just because I had no idea what I was getting into. But I do know what I'm getting into this time, and I'm going to be a lot more prepared. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hang out with everyone, see everyone, meet people I haven't seen before. I know Harry said he's revving up for Brick World Chicago. I'm going to see him there as well too. It's just going to be a lot of fun, very enjoyable, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. So that does it for today's CPA-fol podcast. Glad to see we had about 35 people cycle through today. Good number of people. And like I said, next Saturday is going to be off. My friend's wedding is next Saturday, so I will be in that, and I won't be able to stream. I'll be out of town. But then the following week is going to be a little bit of a hype stream for Brick World, because we'll all be leaving in the next couple of days after that, when Brick World Chicago happens, because we'll be getting there. And then also as well, do one last shameless plug before I implore you all to like the stream and subscribe if you're new here. I do have the option for joined members on the channel, and while it doesn't include anything too exclusive just yet, it does get you the fancy, as you can see the other members in stream. It gets you the fancy green name, and then the CPA-fol badge, which does allow you those in the comment section as well. People will see that if you're a member of the channel. And I do have tiers starting at intern, 99 cents, all the way up to whatever, like $10 if you really, really want to. I would implore someone probably not to, but it's just there because I think the levels are funny to become a member. So join members is an option if you so desire. And where was I going with that? Yeah, I think that was it for shameless plugs. And I'm sure I'll see all you guys in the ACOB Discord, as I'm a member there as well. I know a handful of us are. So appreciate the likes on the stream. Appreciate the new subs, the new viewers. It's been great, growing a little bit, getting out of busy season, being able to get to a couple more videos, video creations than I have as well. So once again, thank you so much everyone for stopping by, and I will see you all not in next week's stream, in the following weeks, but hey, maybe a couple videos coming out this week. We'll see what the Lego world has to offer. Take care everyone, and have a great evening.